We met on the very first day of
Induction
registration.
day.
Yeah, our registration, wasn't it? To start out at Glasgow Clyde College, I came here just to kind of update the CV, but I came from Rossi originally, just out of a bad relationship, and came to Glasgow with my daughter. And the college is in my community. It's close by. There's a bus link. The nursery's here, and I had a wee girl of 2. So that whole setup was already kind of, set up for me to come here. So when I came here, I wasn't expecting too much. I just thought it'd be an NC that would give me that, to put on the CV and get the jobs kind of and the interviews going. But what I got from it was so much bigger, and still is bigger. The confidence that was bred throughout, do you know what I mean? The people that you met, the social aspect, like that changed me around. I found me again throughout this whole process, from beginning from NC right through to HND.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Our lecturers, yeah,
we made brilliant relationships with them.
They were massive support, and gave us confidence and empowered us, encouraged us.
They were phenomenal. They were almost like our parents.
Yeah.
They were like our parents here. Like if we were
any problems, any issues, you could go to them. They were so approachable. They actually took an interest in your personal life.
Yes.
And we had young kids, and we were single mums. And any issue, you can't help but bring it into class sometimes if you're crying or you're upset. They would tap into that, and they would have a wee side word with you. And before you know it, you had a relationship, and that went 2 ways. You would hear about their life stories, and they would bring obviously their personal experiences into class.
Took the pressure off.
Yeah, Glasgow Clyde College, obviously we talk about the support mechanisms that are in place, as well as many other elements that's helped us, nurtured us, and cared for us throughout this journey. But the funding
team, definitely.
The finance team, for sure. We end up
took pressure off a lot of things. Things like even
our travel. We're commuting back and forth to travel, and especially when we started at NC, you don't get the funding like student loans, etc. So we massively relied heavily on the additional funding and discretionary funding that would come through.
There was a lot of support services here, I would say, that as well, they were quite well advertised, and they were quite well delivered in the sense of if anything was coming up, it was communicated to you directly. College is definitely the place to go to gain all of that, especially single parents or parents in general as well, who feel like they've maybe lost their identity. It's somewhere where you can come back and find yourself.
Absolutely, yeah.
I was a student here at Glasgow Clyde College, Langside campus, 2014-2015. I undertook the Access to Nursing course and successfully passed that. I went on to Glasgow Caledonian University, and I'm now a registered mental health nurse. This college stood out for me, among others, because I was offered places at 2 other colleges to do the Access to Nursing course, but coming to Langside, meeting the staff, and just the vibe about the building as well, everything was positive. I'm a firm believer of lifelong education now, and it's something that I'm passionate about. And coming here, and every day was a learning day. Every day you learn something new. You bettered yourself as a person. The values that you have intrinsically as a person. This college has it, and I just loved my time here. Gradually, with the help of the staff, I became more confident, and even at the end of the course, I still wasn't convinced that I could go to university. And talking to the lecturers, they made me believe, and then my results, obviously at the end of the course, just proved to me that I could do it. That was really important for me. As I said at the beginning, I'm a registered mental health nurse. I live with my own poor mental health on a day-to-day basis. Student services were exceptionally supportive, not only of me, but other people on the course that I knew of, and not just for mental health. Support was there for everyone if they required it. I came to the end of getting treatment for my own mental health from combat stress, and I was looking at where was I going to work, where could I thrive as a person, where could I help people. My background in the main has mostly been military based and private security based, and I didn't want to go back to that environment again. I was doing a bit of support work with the guys down there, and somebody said to me about nursing, and they just sort of clicked. Yeah, nursing, mental health nursing. It's the greatest privilege in life to be able to nurse someone and to aid their recovery on the way. And I thank Glasgow Clyde College for everything that they've given me. It's been an amazing experience being here and still being able to be involved 4 years later. It's great.